ASMR video, and today someone wanted me, it's a while back now, to eat something called kabsa. I hope I got that right. But I looked everywhere and I couldn't find any. So I looked it up, and apparently Biryani is pretty close to it. So I've got that to eat today. And I haven't had one of these in a very long time, and this one does actually look rather good. Now to drink, I've got a bottle of pure pressed apple juice. I thought it'd make a change from a cola. Now it's got a stupid lid, so I can't do anything with it other than this, but in the Skeletor it goes. I'll just quench the palate. Absolutely lovely, right? Let's tuck into this little dish. Someone asked me if I like Gorillaz, the band. Was it asked me what's her name? I think, was it Phoebe? I'm sorry if that's wrong, but she said she went to see them, and yeah, Gorillaz were brilliant. I remember. Dirty Harry and Clint Eastwood, and Feel Good, and there was this brilliant song. It weren't a single, it was on the album, called Green World, and I absolutely loved that. The bass is like, the music is so sort of weird, but weird and wonderful. Finally sort of ends. You've got this like a bell or chime that's slightly detuned, and it's great. Anyway, she went to see them, I think she said on Sunday, which was brilliant. I hope you really enjoyed it, because I think even on stage they were like, weren't they like holograms of like the cartoon characters from the videos? Yeah, brilliant. Anyway, someone else asked me if I like Monty Python, and if I do a little ramble, so that's what I'm going to do as well. They came along, thinking it was actually in the late 60s, and the first time I saw them was when I was about 10, because what had happened is John Cleese and Connie Booth had written a TV show called 40 Towers. which was brilliant and was hilarious. And what they did is they did 2 seasons of it. And it was after the 2nd season, which was about 1979. Just correct me if I'm wrong, guys. And that's when I first saw Monty Python. It was a TV show. And it was John Cleese from 40 Towers with Graham Chapman, Michael Palin, Eric Idle, Terry Gilliam and Terry Jones. I think that was them all. Doing the most ridiculous things, which I thought was hilarious. And it was funny because my dad hated them. He loved 40 Towers. He thought that was brilliant, but he couldn't stand Monty Python. It was funny. I used to say, no, I'm watching it, it's really good. And the dead parrot, and, the argument, he comes into an office, he goes, oh, I'm looking for an argument, and the Ministry of Silly Walks, where this guy's trying to get a grant off of John Cleese to develop a silly walk. And I thought it was so funny. But anyway, eventually they made movies. And one of the movies, because the first one was called And Now for Something Completely Different, which was just a film of the sketches. But the second one was called Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And it was so funny. I mean, it opens up. It's like forest and like fog, and you hear the clippity clop of horses' hooves. But then all of a sudden, it's just King Arthur with Terry Gilliam doing the clippity clop on these coconuts, and it's like that all the way through. And it's so funny. There's like a bit because he's trying to put an army together. And they come across the Black Knight, who's played by John Cleese. And they go, oh, we're looking for, to put an army together to find the Holy Grail. Would you like to join us? And he just looks, he says nothing. Anyway, as they go to a pass, he goes, none shall pass. So, King Arthur gets his sword out. They start having a sword fight, and suddenly cuts off the Black Knight's arm. Goes, there, I've won. And he goes, 'tis but a scratch. He goes, a scratch. He goes, I've cut your arm off. He goes, I've had worse, Anyway, so he carries on. And he cuts the other arm off. He goes, oh, 'tis but a flesh wound. And he's trying to kick him. And then eventually cuts his legs off. Oh, it's so funny, and he's still raring, arguing with him. So many funny bits. There's another bit where they come across this guy called Tim, and he knows where the where the like the Holy Grail is. It says, but it's guarded by the most foulest beast. This cave. Anyway, you go to the cave, and it's this rabbit, a little white rabbit. They all go, oh, what you on about? It's just a little rabbit. And he goes, oh, don't be fooled. Anyway, they all just go in, and the rabbit ends up biting all their heads off and killing all, like most of them. So they have to sort of retreat, and they go, oh, but sire, so we've got the holy grenade. He goes, oh yes. How do I use it to get this grenade? And then Michael Palin starts reading from these scriptures, and he goes, oh, it's something like God gave this grenade to blow people into little pieces, and God did grin. You must pull the holy pin and count to 3, no more than 3. And then it's like, not 4, don't go to 4, must only be 3. 5 is definitely out. Anyway, he has this problem, King Arthur, of mixing up 3 with 5. So as he goes to throw the grenade, he goes, 1, 2, 5, and then the soldier quickly says to him, it's 3, sir. He goes, oh yeah, 3, and then throws it. But like, it's like the 3 questions he keeps saying. It's the 5 questions. 5 questions. 3, sir. 3 questions, yes. But it's so funny. The next one was The Life of Brian. Which, funny enough, when I went to Tunisia, I went to all the locations where they filmed it, because they filmed most of it there. And it's funny, where they think Brian, is the Messiah. And there's a funny bit in that. When you got Michael Palin, he's like, everyone's going to crucifixion. He goes, oh, crucifixion. He goes, yes, go through there. And Michael Palin comes up because crucifixion. He goes, no, not Michael Palin, sorry. Michael Palin's the guy. The prisoner is Eric Idle. He goes, so Michael goes, crucifixion, and then Eric goes, no, freedom. So he goes, oh well, off you go then. He goes, nah, not really. He goes, crucifixion, I was only joking. And like, what have the Romans ever done for us, John Cleese ranting. They go, well, give us the roads, He goes, oh, well, apart from the roads, what have they ever done for us? They go, okay, sanitation. He goes, oh, well, it goes without saying they've given us sanitation. He goes, well, apart from the roads and the sanitation, what have they ever done for us? And they keep telling him all these things. Really good film. And then the last one was called The Meaning of Life, which again is really funny. I mean, there's a bit where John Cleese is a teacher teaching these boys sex education in a way you've never seen it before, and that's really funny as well. You've also got someone in there called Mr. Creosote, which is hilarious, They're just so good. as I said, absolutely crazy comedy, but funny. Never, well, to me anyway. Yeah, so if you've never seen them, check them out, because it's funny. You got the Sergeant Major in The Meaning of Life. Goes, right, we're going to be marching up and down the square. He goes, unless you've got something else you'd rather be doing. He goes, well, if you've got something you'd rather be doing. And he goes, well, I'd rather be at home with a wife and kids. He goes, oh, would you now? He goes, well, go on then, off you go. And another soldier goes, Sarge. He goes, yes, what is it? He goes, I'm learning the piano. He goes, learning the piano? Goes, well, I suppose you want to go home and practice marching up and down the square. Not good enough for you. Goes, right, go on, off you go. Goes, what about the rest of you? And someone goes, well, Sarge, I've got a book I'd like to read. He goes, right, you go and read your book then. Oh, guys, you've got to watch Monty Python. I don't know why my dad never liked them. I thought they were brilliant. This is really nice. I do like this. I don't have it very often though. Yeah, and also as I said, if you've never seen 40 Towers either, that's really funny too. So yeah, there you go guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my little ramble about Gorillaz as well. I was talking about Gorillaz are good, check them out. Very, very good. And also all those other things, Monty Python. Yeah. And the Holy Grail. There's loads of bits. They're like just so funny from beginning to end. They really are. But yeah, thank you for joining me guys. I'm now gonna be popping off. And have one last pure pressed apple juice. Oh no. Washes that down. An absolute treat. Oh, it's Friday, guys. I don't know when I'll be back. Probably on Sunday. I didn't do a scary stories today, so I will do that next week. So my apologies for that. But yeah, I will be back. Brilliant to see you all as always. And in the meantime, have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful, peaceful, peaceful peace.